Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said in 1968, the speech that will be morally responsible to rape writers without at the same time condemning and condemning intolerable conditions that exist in our society. Manahan said it's better to be violent if there is violence in our hearts to put on the club and the non-violence to cover it impotency. Interestingly enough, Dr. King and Hadid both won over the respective resolution through non-violence means as a possibility to violence protects and taking up of the arms. We can easily prove that non-violent forms of protects trump violent forms of the protect is significant for the three main reasons: mass participation, regimen defense, and the ability to employ flexible tactics, maneuvering and strategizing around for the power and the pain control of them. The most powerful factor in the form of the resistance in the process of the ability, they organize a large monument of the like-minded goals. When fighting other regime, change are many obstacles in your way if you are fighting the institute and are mal resistant. There is a procuring arms lack of the training. The Philippines people power movement of the 80s is a prime example as the limited bounds of the nonviolent protest can have. The champions of the nonviolence were tactical or diverse, hiding the prohibiting military force that ruled the Philippines in those times by uncovering women, religious figures, civil servants, or professionals. Before the incorporation of those non-violent methods, the violent force of the rebel John were met. We call a more effect. When you have a large group of collective energy that comes together and helps in toppling opposite force, your movement gains strength and monument and the powers of the world cannot ignore. Eventually, the, the bright of the fire that gets won the favor of the media, the global audience, will be begin to gain in, the, in other ethical auctions. Once heavy medium considered involved on the flavor peaceful processes while knowing the world, the cold, heater violence used to silence the voice of the fighting for the change in non-violent taskling strategy. This is to enforce the power figures in the area in conflict to defend from the favor losing party in the plane and the tie begins in turn the flavor of the opposite. In order again, political flavor for your cause for the most be available in South for his allies. Violence will be a strange in trading with the allies because it's a far too easy to control what the media says about the violence in use. That upspring is initial imprints and ethic and the prime example place. This is why they decided the people and the rest of the world. Another prime reason why non-violent forms of the protest had a much higher success rather than just the violent forms of protest, non-violent protest is survivor and strangely the armed